Darla with expressionsvinyl.com, and if you've ever felt like cutting a big vinyl decal could be a daunting task to place on a glass surface or any metal surface, I'm going to show you how to use a wet application to make that easier. So you can use any permanent adhesive vinyl. Today we're going to be using our etched vinyl. It's part of our specialty line, and you're going to need some supplies in order to get this application to work. So what you're going to need is some rubbing alcohol, some basic dish soap, water just in a regular spray bottle, some paper transfer tape, coffee filters, and your vinyl tools, your application tool, your Caesar weeding tool, and your knife. So let's go ahead and get started. You're first going to want to apply your paper transfer tape to your vinyl surface. And the reason why we're using the paper transfer tape versus the clear is that the paper will release the moisture that you're going to be spraying on there much easier than the clear. Give it a good burnishing and then trim your transfer tape up. So now that we have our paper transfer tape on our vinyl decal, just going to set it aside and we're going to clean our glass surface. You could use soapy water, but it might leave streaks, so we're going to use some rubbing alcohol because it will evaporate much faster. So just spritz some on there. And I like to use coffee filters. They don't have fibers in them like some paper towels do, and they just won't leave anything behind. So just give it a quick rub down. And do it on both sides. So now we've got our glass clean. Try not to touch any of the edges and lay it down on your work surface. Okay, so now going back to your decal, I'm going to move our glass out of the way because we got to spray this. So just take that carrier sheet backer off of your etched vinyl. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our water bottle and just a drop of basic dish soap. It doesn't have to be Dawn. You just don't want any fancy soaps that have moisturizer or hand softeners. Just your regular dish soap. Just a drop. This is about a 12-ounce bottle with just a drop of Dawn dish soap. So once you've got it good and mixed, just spray away. What this is going to do, it's going to create a floating effect, so it's going to make it much easier to line everything up, and once you get it where you want, you're going to squeegee it out. So go back to your surface and just lay it down so you can move it around because it's got all that water that's floating around on it. Some vinyls will be easier to see when you're doing this. So if you're going to do a etched vinyl like this where it's a transparent or like a glitter transparent, you might want to do some edge guides, but if it's the Oracal 651 or Series 51, you can see the colors, so you're totally fine. So if it's not quite right, just keep lifting it up and moving it. And don't feel super rushed. Because if you feel like it's drying out, you can just lift it up and spray it again. Okay, that's about where I need it to be. And now you are just going to get all that moisture out. So any that's going to come back onto your work surface, if you're working in two parts, just make sure to clean it up as you go. You don't have to, you can do split pieces of transfer tape. You don't have to. I like to do it because it's easier to lift it off in sections, especially if you're doing big decals. All right, just keep pressing it out until it sticks. And you have no more moisture coming out. With the clear transfer tape, it traps in all of your soapy water. So keep that in mind. If you accidentally use clear transfer tape, it might not adhere really well. Sometimes it will take a few minutes, and sometimes it needs a little bit more time. It's not horrible right now, but we're going to let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll come back and take it off. Okay, so we've let this sit for just a short time. So once it feels kind of dry, you can just start peeling it back. If it needs more time, just put it back down and squeegee a little bit more. You can also take your application tool, since there is going to still be some moisture in there, and just push it against that and it will kind of aid it along. Super easy. Okay, and then just do the next layer. If there's still some around, you can just dry that off at this time because it's on there. There's just so many gaps in your image that the water kind of will trap just a little bit. Be aware of little images too. They just don't have the surface area to hold on, so they might need a little bit more TLC. You can see all the moisture coming off onto the tape because it was trapped in all of those little gaps. Okay, and then just gently wipe it down, and your image is squared away. So that's a quick and easy example of how to do the wet application. Let us know if you've tried it. What are your tips and tricks? If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave some comments below, and have a great day. Bye!